All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy 4th of July. To celebrate 4th of July, for the next 24 hours, we're gonna be running a 4th of July sale. Everything on the website is 25% off. All you have to put as the discount code at checkout is July. Super easy, capital J, and then lowercase ULY, and then you save yourself 25% off anything you want on the website. We're also releasing all of these shirts that you see right now for only 24 hours, as long as the 25% coupon code. So if you wanna save yourself some money on a t-shirt or a keychain or anything on the website, go to www.junkforless.net. Once again, these shirts are only for sale for 24 hours because we are using them for something else. But if you want to get yourself a good deal, now is the time. But today, it's been an interesting 24 hours, has it, Matt?
Roller coaster.
It's been an absolute roller coaster, and like, one story we're going to tell you today. There's multiple other stories that Matt already knows that we'll talk about in the future. But for now, you can see we're on the trailer. We're going to pick up a car, and the car we're actually going to be picking up is the one that we looked at in last video. Super crazy. So we made that video, and I hope I didn't come across as like attacking this dude. That's not really what my goal was. I mean, my job is to just really document my life, and whatever I do throughout the day is what you guys are gonna see. And I was just a little bummed that I thought the car was something it wasn't. It wasn't towards him or anything, and we've talked, and he actually reached out to me after that video came out, and he reached out and he apologized and everything. And the way he found out was the car was still on sale on the marketplace, and right after I looked at it, someone like hit him up. He's like, bro, I really want the car, like I'm super excited for it, like yada yada yada. And then my video comes out, and it turns out he was a subscriber. So then he messages the dude, he's like, you're a please bag, like run it out of your dumb. And he's showing me the text messages. I'm like, dude, like that's not what I was trying to get across. I was just like, yeah, man, like it just is what it is. Like we looked at a car and it just wasn't it.
Yeah, that could have partially been my fault cutting some stuff. So maybe I left out some factors.
Yeah, and like in the video I stated, like not his fault. It's all good. Like he's a fine guy, whatever. I got no beef. I don't really give a it just is what it is. I kind of was like, yo, dude, I don't know if you're reaching out because you watched the video, but hopefully you don't think like I was trying to tell you, whatever, it doesn't matter. And he was like, yo, I'm getting the frame patched, I'm getting the strut towers fixed, I'm paying a guy to do it all. And I'm like, dude, don't even do any of that. Like just sell me the car for 2,500 bucks and let's just call it there and I'll figure it out from there. And he's like, call it $2,700 and it's your car today. So here we have $2,700.
Another 2.5 hour road trip.
Another 2.5 hour road trip to good old Providence, Rhode Island. All seems good, so we're gonna risk it for the biscuit and we're gonna go pick up this S13, so follow along. All right, so Earl, the dude that we're buying the car from, he's actually a bro. That's his truck right there. He was just sooting like crazy.
Yeah, I think so.
You think he's gonna do it again?
I hope so.
Come on, I want him to soot it for the bros. There it is. Dang, that was just giving it some gas, dude. That thing's definitely stick. Yeah, he's a bro. We're gonna go check this thing out. Gonna send a location out, you know. Every time you do a Facebook Marketplace deal, I mean, it's just safe to screenshot the person's name, send your location out. I mean, I personally do it every time, just because you never know. Oh! All right, let's grab the moolah. I mean, hey, we already looked at the car. We know exactly what we want, so it should be a easy process, just in and out. Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
Yeah, well, here you go. I mean, we already looked at the car. We already know what we wanted.
That's what he wants.
So we're all good. Now I know what I'm buying, you know?
Exactly, that's it. She's not too bad. She's a little weather, but...
It's cool because she's got some bad. She has some good, you know?
Yep.
I mean, it's cool because I actually just got some welders and stuff at the shop. And I'm not a welder by any means, but I'm going to tackle those struts.
Oh,
those strut towers and try to figure it out.
Yeah, my buddy had offered to do it, but I mean, like I said, I'd rather not put the money into it, so.
Well, the thing with doing that is someone's gonna come here and they're gonna be like, oh, what's this? Or, what's that? What's under there, you know? And then you did all that work, you're in more money, and then you're just trying to sell it. Sometimes it's easier just to let it go for a little less.
That's it. See, I'm not into these, man. I'm into stuff like
this. Dude, I saw you were sooting like crazy.
Oh, you saw?
Yeah. I thought you noticed this. I'm like, oh, he's showing off.
You guys. No, that's how I push this thing, man. I didn't even notice that was you guys back there, but
that's crazy. So like, you're barely on the gas, and it just soots like crazy.
Oh yeah. That's at stage 5.
It's a Connecticut boy.
Yes, sir.
We know where the rust came from. And everything looks good.
Yeah,
I guess we're just gonna load this thing up.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate it.
Yep, definitely.
And
glad you got it. Like I say, you're the first one that called me, so at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I literally got this car doing a job for someone on a diesel rig.
You're still making profit,
Oh,
which
of course,
is sick.
of course. And I don't know anything about these. I've never. My son was like, "Yeah, it's a 240." I'm like,
Okay,
240,
whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know anything about the car.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it works out for me.
Yeah, no, all good. And yeah, no, the price, it was what it was, because like one of your boys was like, dude, 240, sell it for
that's
7K.
exactly what it was, yeah.
And then he thought he was selling it cheaper at 6K, and like he just doesn't know like the actual places to look on the S13. Either way, doesn't matter.
Literally when we came and we were putting it up, this is what we saw. Oh, it looks like it's well together, it's original.
From here,
we took pictures.
it looks pretty good.
And that's it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, if you're looking at it from here and like you're not really inspecting the car, you're like, dang, like, and then you hear one odor, you're like, dude, when you hear one odor, you're like, it's clean. You don't care who owned it, it's clean. Sweet, all right, we're gonna load this thing up and we're gonna go make some money back at the casino, I think.
Oh, nice.
This is my goal, to try to get a free 240 today. It's kind of a degenerate way of doing it, but I'm a degenerate, so it's all good. All right, guys, well, we officially copped the 240. We got it for 2,700 bucks, and you know what? Earl's actually a pretty sick dude. Down to earth, cool to talk to, whatever. He wants some update pictures as we go. I don't know exactly how long this is gonna take us, because I gotta go to Florida soon. And then you guys know we got the LZ World Tour coming up on July 22nd. So I'm gonna be going to Ireland next week. Yeah, dude, I'm stoked. Yeah. And honestly, he's still made out, because he did a fuel pump job on a Freightliner and charged to do 1,500 bucks, but took the car instead. So essentially, he just got it for work, which whenever you value your time at, it kind of works out for everyone. I got this nice Clapper 240 that for 2,700 bucks, dude, I'm stoked on.
I think it's a solid learning platform for you to get better at welding. And
for sure. Yeah, and Chris was already telling me how to like fix the strut towers, and obviously I'm gonna talk to him a little more before I start diving into it. But yeah, I mean, how hard is it just MIG weld some things on, and
if you up, we just tube it and
we'll just sell it for 3 at a profit.
Yeah.
Make 300 bucks. Or try to sell it for 6. No. But yeah, no, so we're gonna head to the casino right now. It's been an expensive day. I've spent 13 grand so far today. Nice. Spent $10,000 on credit cards, paying them off. And I do want to say this, if you are a guy, because I've been like this my whole life, if you're a guy that just swipes your debit card every day, just get a credit card, because like it literally doesn't make sense as long as you can be responsible with it and everything. I started in January, and I can already, if I wanted to fly, let's call it 20 times, I can fly for free with JetBlue. I've made $2,000 cash back with Bank of America, and I have 120,000 Chase Sapphire points, which is about a week cruise for free. And that's all just like buying the things I was gonna buy anyways, you know? So it's just, as long as you're responsible with it, which it could get nutty at times for sure, as long as you kind of keep track of yourself, you don't overspend, you're good. Let's go have some fun. All right, guys, so here it is, the 1990 S13 240SX. A lot of you are probably saying already in the comments, Chris, what the hell are you doing, man? You don't need another car. And I agree with you, but I think we can all agree as a whole that $2,700 for a 240 in today's market, is a pretty good deal. Minus the, obviously we got some rocker panel rust. Obviously we have some rust behind the rear quarter panel. We have some rotting strut towers, and we also have a hole in the frame rail. But I talked to Chris and we kind of chatted for about an hour and stuff, and there's obviously a solution for everything. With the rocker panels and all of that, like the bubbles and stuff, he says those are really easy to fix. It's not really a big deal at all. The big ticket item obviously is the strut tower and fixing that. But even when I was talking to him on the phone, he's like, yeah man, it's really not that big of a deal. Like, you just make like a cardboard cutout or a template, kind of just like form it and everything. I need to talk to him in more detail because I do want to try to do this all in-house. I think it'll just be fun content and something that we have like a cool starting platform that kind of we can evolve ourselves. So over the past couple months, we've gathered a few sponsors that I think are going to be excited to be on board with this, and that's really going to help us a lot to do what we want to do with this car. Obviously, we still have a ton of projects to finish at the shop. We got Cam Z36. We're really going to start busting down on the Blueberry now that we have everything. That RTEC manifold just came in as well. I'm really excited to show you guys that. Everything kind of needs like its little own thing that now we have on order. Everything is just kind of waiting. So as things come in, we're kind of going to be jumping around, and I know that's probably not the proper way of doing this, but with so many cars and so much going on, we kind of don't really have a choice. So with that being said, we're gonna show you how this thing runs. It's not very good. So good news is at least the interior is clean. Not many I was literally just about to brag about the dash.
I swear I didn't see that crack before.
I mean, there's no way it cracked overnight. I guess we just oversaw it. I was just about to brag, like, you know, most S13s, they got either the flock or they have the carpet over it because they're always just mangled from the sun and sitting over time and just cracking. But I guess we don't have a clean interior. It's blue though.
The rest of it is super clean. Headliner's clean.
Oh yeah, no, I mean,
seats.
It's cool because it's a full interior,
yeah.
You know, but this isn't cool. Listen to this.
She needs a tune-up.
So the dude did spark plugs, he did wires. He said it's just a fuel filter, what his friend told him, and I kind of believe that. Dang it, dude, it's so humid, my glasses are fogging up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of believe that just because it's a single cam K. There's really not much to it. Like, you need spark, you need fuel. That works, right? Everything's all good. We didn't really test anything. I heard $2,700, and that's when I stopped caring.
It runs and drives and moves.
When I looked at it the first time, I was like, yo, can I drive it home? He's like, yeah, no problem. I'm really happy we brought the trailer. This thing probably would have blown up.
Does the wipers work?
Not bad. Dude, is it leaking gas? You smell that?
Yeah.
Or is it just
Clogged.
We're gonna turn this thing around. I don't want this thing to catch on fire.
Yeah.
Got the world's cheapest 240 and then caught it on fire.
Pretty good.
I mean,
it's there, kind of.
not terrible. That works. Oh, we're gonna pull this into the shop right now, and we already got a fuel filter. I just want to throw the fuel filter on. Thankfully, it has no gas because this thing's been sitting forever. Hopefully, we can just kind of fill the whole tank with 93. Or you know what? Let's just get the old gas out. Why even mess around? So we're gonna get this into the shop, change the fuel filter, drain the gas, put new gas in it and stuff, and just confirm that this thing is a good running car. And then we can decide when we're gonna attack the rest. All right, we jacked up the rear so you guys can get a better idea of what we're working with here. Driver's side rocker. Driver's side rocker, you can see it's all how you doing and stuff. We got the frame rail up here. Frame rail starting to develop a hole. Oh, no, it's much bigger than a hole. Wow, look at that. Oof, it's way worse than I even thought. I already knew it was bad. Whoa, dude!
To go all the way up behind the wheel.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You know, that's like if you had full angle, you just sat there and rubbed, dude. That's kind of wild. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna be talking to Chris, seeing what we can fix, because we do have those nice HTP welders and stuff. So there's another hole. You can see that one right there. That's a good one. Honestly, other than all of that, yeah, that's it. You know? Oh, wait, we got the rear quarter. Oh yeah, how you doing? Oh, hi there. All right. After further looking at this thing, it is officially a clapper.
Yeah,
This thing's really bad. So like this is like the awkward decision where it's like, do you spend the time, like obviously fix the safeties, like the struts and stuff, or the strut towers and maybe the frame rail, depending on what Chris says, because I just trust his judgment. Do we just throw side skirts on this thing and make it look nice, you know, get a nice cheap paint job on it and just have a cool KA single cam turbo car, just Thrasher? Or do we fix it? The body's whatever. It's like, this is the passenger rocker. Here, honestly, the passenger rocker is not too bad. That's easy. I mean, off the top of my ass, I've never fixed Russ's wife. But body of the car is not the problem. I guess it is the body because it's the frame rails and stuff, but I just don't know. I mean, I'm gonna talk to Chris, see what he thinks. But first, let's get this fuel filter out. Let's drain the old gas fuel filters like right here. Even for 27, you're just like, oh, okay, all right. Like it's a 240. Like at the end of the day, these things are kind of a box anyways. There's just a bunch of drift tacks behind them. But like driving these, they're whatever.
Yeah.
Unless it's turboed and cool, like stock, this thing kind of sucks.
Worst car.
Like Matt just pulled in and he's like, dude, this is the worst car I've ever driven. Given it's the whole car needs work for sure. But let's one step at a time here. All right, so check it. This is the side that actually feeds from the pump, and this is the side that obviously has the filtered gas going to the fuel pressure regulator. Ready? Barely anything?
Yeah.
You ready for the next one?
Piss.
Piss.
Straight piss.
Probably the issue, but what we're gonna do right now, I'm just gonna hook up a line without the fuel filter. We're just gonna sit there and prime it 100 times, try to get as much fuel as possible, because that was like, it's like you didn't drink water for 2 days. It doesn't smell that bad. Like usually like bad gas has like a weird stench. Maybe. We'd rather be safe than sorry. Let's just get it all out. The line right before the filter that connects to the metal line, it's like all chafed and looks like it's about to explode. So we're gonna replace that too, just to be safe. Okay, new filter is in, new gas line's in. Yeah, that was the feed line coming off of the hard line. So that thing was on borrowed time. Everything looks good. We had to change a clamp because one was stripped out. I'm a little nervous because I feel like if the fuel filter was that clogged, like what's the sock look like?
What's the tank look like?
If it was super rusty, we would have saw it come out.
Yeah, I think it would have had holes in it, like the rest of the car.
No, dude, I had a Skyline, a 4-door Skyline, that the whole inside of the tank was rotted out. We had to pour, like, I think it was like 15 gallons of vinegar in it. And we just let it sit and I scrubbed it. Came out mint. But it was a dirty job. But we'll see. We're going to fill this thing up and we'll see how she runs now. It's the moment of truth. This is like that weird predicament where you're like, you know what? I think I fixed it. And if it doesn't, you're like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
But let's see what happens. I really think like the cat's clogged.
It's better.
I really think there's way too much back pressure in it.
Yeah.
It's like the slow rev.
What is going on with this thing? It's definitely got some vacuum.
Oh, dude, it's...
Is it worse?
It's worse. That was a U-turn.
Why you don't believe in Jesus? Why you got a Jesus piece? Want to leave, just leave.
You're so lame. Who sings that?
It's not even a Jesus piece. It's like a Puerto Rican flag thing.
Guess I'll check the intake because that's easier. And now we just rip it so the exhaust is hot. I think it's just choked out.
Yeah.
It's choked out somewhere. So I'll investigate the rats and then I'll let it cool down and take the cat off. I mean, I don't know. I kind of like the idea of doing like a 10K budget build.
10K is a lot.
Not to do a full build. Dude, you can't build anything cool for sub 10 unless you really, really try. Included car?
I think my E46 is pretty cool.
It's not done though.
Yeah.
Once again, you got that car for $1,200.
Yeah.
And then you parted things out to save money. Like it's possible, but like to build a turbo Miata, like to do it right, costs about 10 grand.
Yeah.
You know, like ECU alone, 1,000. Turbo kit, if you get a nice one, 4,000. That's 5,000 right there. You ain't getting a Miata that's not a complete clapper for less than 3 grand. So that's 3, so that's 8. And then you want coilovers, 1,000. 9. You want wheels. Let's say you get the cheapest wheels in the market, 500, 95. Tires. I mean, if you want to do anything cool, you have to spend at least $100 a tire.
Yeah.
Unless you use Miata 15 on TireStreets.com. Save yourself 15% off tires. But
You can ask our boy Bailey.
like quick release, like yeah, dude, Bailey was like $8,500 in that car already. He was lucky that I had an ECU that didn't work out for me, so he kind of got it for stupid cheap. But like, I think 10K in today's market, especially if you want to do like a turbo 240, included the price of the car.
Yeah, 240s I can agree with being 10K,
But like, I don't know, like throw it down in the comments. I think it would be pretty cool, and like we do everything in house, like figure it out. But I think it'd be fun. I don't like the idea. I mean, obviously we have, like, once again, we have things going on. Not saying this is gonna jump the line. Imagine if I just cracked the windshield.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it would be cool. But let me check out that intake. This cat is completely welded on, so that's hot. Okay. Usually if they're clogged, like like you can notice a temperature difference.
Well, see how hot the cat is.
Holy
Scorching.
Scorching.
Yeah, it's probably clogged.
So here's the thing, like I have to cut it out, which sucks because like if it's not the problem, we cut it out and now it's forever loud. But I mean, who's gonna drive this thing bone stock?
Yeah.
None of us. I have no interest in actually driving this thing as it sits, so that's kind of my excuse to cut this thing. Oh, that was pretty close, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, the whole flange just came off. Oh, I can't really see anything. That's not a good sign. Well, regardless, it's cut. So, all right. So, I checked the intake too. Has a brand new air filter. No sign of mice or anything, so. Other than it sounding super loud, it seems like it's driving better.
Is it dying going up the hill? In second? Worst 240 in the world.
We know how to find them, brother. I don't want to hear it. Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Look, it's still on. Like the ignition.
Yeah, you can keep it running, turn it back on, you can pull the key out. Like a Ranger.
Are these things just really that slow?
Is this your only one? Have you ever had a single jingle?
I think I had a black single jingle. I think it was a single jingle. I don't think it was this slow.
We've officially made the world's worst 240.
Yeah, we really did just ruin it, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's not drivable.
No.
We just made this thing undrivable. This was really bad.
Alright, see you in the next video.
What do we do with this?
How to ruin a 240.
What do we do with this thing now?
What do we do with it? Throw it off. You want to jump it off a cliff?
Is it like is it timing? Like, cause it just seems sluggish, you know?
Maybe it's time. I would do a compression test.
Maybe it's so retarded that it's like dog shit slow.
Maybe we're so retarded.
I mean,
for buying this thing.
We already knew that part, but I really thought we were onto something. Trial and error. At least we've only spent $25. At least we only spent $2,725.99
on the world's best 240.
At least we only have one crack in our dash, though. We really know how to buy them, huh? Hey, you know what, though? At least I have saved every other person that was looking at the car. I saved you.
Yeah.
I saved you thousands of dollars, so you can see it live here. See us struggle with this piece of shit. You don't have to struggle. Watch us struggle with this world's worst 240.
World's worst 240.
How I bought the cheapest 240 off Facebook Marketplace? Because it was the worst 240SX on Facebook Marketplace. One owner, though. Oh, what about the pop? Yo.
Yeah, okay. Slightly better. 10% off.
It was all worth it.
All worth it.
It was all worth it because those work. What about the lock? Yo.
Yeah.
I guess we can do a compression test.
Yeah.
Before people are like, yo, change the wires and spark plugs. That's brand new. I checked the wires are clearly brand new, and I took all of the wires off, and spark plugs are new as well, so. And it's not like misfiring, it's just dog shit slow. It's gotta be.
It's just not revving fast.
It's just gotta be timing. I'm just.
Timing or a dead cylinder?
Running on 2 or 3 cylinders. It might be a dead cylinder. That'd be interesting. How I got robbed. I don't know. Alright, well, this isn't where I expect it to be right now, but here we are. We got all the spark plugs out. We got the fuel pump fuse disconnected. Go ahead, Matt. Let her rip. 150, not bad. Number 2, go. 150. Number 3, 150. All right, number 4, go ahead. All right, 150. So, engine's good, but I did notice something when I was actually taking spark plugs out. One of the leads from the brand new wires got stuck on the spark plug, and I mean, I shined a light here, and if you looked at it, I don't think the lead was getting contact with the wire. So, went to AutoZone, all they had, bought this janky wiring kit. That's a universal one that you have to wire yourself. And I was like, okay, well, there's actually old wires in the car, so let me see if wire number 4 was good. And the same problem, the lead popped out of this wire. So I'm just gonna try to do that. I had to buy new spark plugs because when I was pulling this out, it got too hot and then I dropped it like an idiot. Maybe it'll work. I'm also gonna take the muffler off of it because it's got that ghetto clamp, and I'm gonna just clamp it to the exhaust, and hopefully it's a little quieter because that is not drivable. All right, so those beautiful universal wires aren't gonna work. So this is the connector that goes onto the rotor cap or distributor cap, whatever you wanna call it. This is the one that came off the car. So this one actually plugs into the rotor cap. This one is like, kind of probably like a Civic, I would say, but I'm here just trying to fix this one, and I pulled the wire out, kind of straightened that out a bit, and just gonna see if I can make this work. All right, so I fixed the wire as best I can. I mean, it's getting contact on each side, but we couldn't do anything with the exhaust. We could fix it, kind of, with the welder, but I'm not gonna spend an hour just to go for a test drive to see if this thing's fixed.
It's quieter, at least.
No, it's not. Now it's hard to tell if it's running good. Still a slow, loud piece of yeah. This is floored.
Yeah, it's not great.
It can't be that slow. It's dying up the hill in 3rd. This is floored. We're not gonna make it up the hill. Dude, we're bogging out. We're not gonna make it up the hill in 3rd.
Nice. Nice.
Why I didn't go through all the effort of putting the exhaust on is because when I was down there and I was actually underneath it, there was a hole, and I poked my hand into here.
Oh.
Like a hole this big.
Oh.
Right next to the frame rail. So I was just like, after that I was kind of done. I was just like, you know, like on one side it would be cool to do like a budget build, but are you really just wasting your time on something that's so clapped?
I think this thing's too far gone.
It kind of sucks because like when you look at it, it doesn't look that bad.
No, you want it to be good.
You want it to be good, but it's such a piece of shit. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I don't even think it was worth $2,700. Kind of goes to show you like how bad the drift tax really is.
Yeah.
You know, like the drift tax is so insane at this point, where it's like, this is what you get for $2,700, and it's crazy because you think you're almost getting a deal at 27, but
you talk yourself into a deal because you see all the other ones for so much.
I know it's
so when you see one for
misleading.
3, yeah, when you see one for 3 or whatever.
I need to get myself in one of these things, but really, like, this thing's a turd, dude.
Yeah, no, this is ruined 240s for me.
This is bad, man. And it's so weird because, like, you're in here and it's like, okay. And
It's like it's not bad to be
you
in.
could probably part it out for over 3K. I don't know if I want to go through that effort.
Well,
I don't know. I don't really know what to do.
first guy with 2700, come get it.
I think I f***ed up. I think that's what happened. I think we messed up.
Might have to find a junkyard one and put all these parts into it.
Good luck finding the 240 at the junkyard. That's not.
You gotta find one of those people that are holding a shell in the woods, you know?
Mark has one, but like, once again, are we gonna waste time doing that when we have this, when we have that, when we have that? You know, like there's a lot. And we're gonna sit here and play with a rotted out 240. Curious why it's so bad. Dude. It's so bad. There's no way this thing's that slow.
Yeah.
No way. Unless I'm crazy. Let's look it up real quick. Let's see how.
An actual horse would do better up that hill.
I could have ran faster.
Yeah.
For sure. And I'm broken. 140 horsepower.
Well,
I mean, ours has maybe 30.
yeah.
Yeah, 140 horsepower at 5,600 RPMs. Yeah, so throw it out in the comments. Did we f up? I think we made a mistake.
So, a cool car.
I think most people would have bought this for $2,700, especially not having like a jack and stuff. Like you can't see the hole.
Yeah.
From just laying under it. You didn't
even
know.
with the exhaust on, you couldn't see it until you cut the exhaust off.
I know. So yeah, I mean, throw it down in the comments. Like, what would you do? Would you just fucking sell her? Would you part it out? Would you maintain the build? Yeah, so throw it down in the comments what you guys need for your S13, because I think this thing is officially condemned. Unless someone wants to come do some trade action. Throw down in Matt's comments what you got. If you want to take on this 240 project, which I don't think I do at this point, let us know down in the comment section below. Don't forget, use code JULY. Save yourself 25% off www.junkforless.net. We got a bunch of new shirts there, only for 24 hours, so definitely get on that. But 240, piece of shit. Yeah,
New daily for
imagine driving this thing home.
Yeah.
No. See you in the next one, guys. We're going to be putting the engine in that. We're going to be showing you the R-Tech manifold. We're going to get a big head start on that thing and actually start getting that thing together. Maybe put the gas tank in and stuff and just kind of start getting it to the point where we're almost ready to start fabbing things up. So see you then.